Howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy to be here and happy you're here with me. And if you're new here and enjoy this type of content, I hope you'll subscribe. My name is Heather. This is Southern Gals Crochet. Hi. Okay, so today is a market recap. Let's see. It was a small market on Saturday, but I was actually pretty surprised. I mean, we've been growing this market for about a year now, and so I was pretty surprised when I got there and we had 12 vendors, you know, because it's a hit and miss whether or not we're going to have a good amount of vendors or not. But for this little tiny event, this 12 vendors was pretty good. And there was lots of food going on. There was tacos and treats and sourdough bread and cookies. And it was just like, yum. And there was one lady that had like freeze-dried cheesecake. Like, oh my God. I'm on a diet, don't you know? So, yeah, it was rough. All this food running around, and I got my little backpack with my little lunch that's made specifically for my diet, you know. So, yeah, it was a little rough. Alright, so let's pull this up here. Alright, and, well, for a minute there I thought I hadn't filled out the information, because my next market is at the exact same location, but it's a different market. The one I go to is a third Saturday monthly market. The one that's coming up is a twice a year wool fest. So I don't really feel like I belong, because all I use is acrylic, and all of these other people are buying wool straight from the sheep, you know, stuff like that. So sometimes I feel like I don't really belong, but I still do really good sales, because, I mean, who's going to spend $100 on a little bitty toy made out of super expensive wool, you know? Not very many parents that I know. So it's a good alternative to the high dollar stuff. Let's see. Okay, so they started implementing a $15 fee to cover the porta potty. Yay, porta potty. I tell you what, on the site that we use, the bathroom, you literally have to hop in the truck and go all the way through the fields and way back there in the back to get to the potty. And it's like, I'm old, can't move that fast, and my husband leaves me. He goes home. So I have to rely on other people to take me to the bathroom. So we finally came to the conclusion that we need to start charging so that we can afford a porta potty right there on the site. Yeah, we're moving on up, people. We're moving on up. Oh, so let's get into what sold. So the first sale of the day was one of those little aliens. If you know, you know. It's my newest item, the little alien. for $8. And I sold one mystery box. This guy was so funny. He come in and he's looking at all this stuff and he's just super impressed, and he's picking stuff up and putting it back, and then he picks up a mystery box and he's like, oh, okay, and he puts it back, goes and looks at some other stuff, and then he goes back to the mystery box again, and he starts jiggling each one, and I was like, what's it sound like? Oh, anyway, I loved having a good time with him. But he did end up buying one mystery box, which had a mallard duck in it. Yay! And then I had the coordinator of the event. It's her property, and you know, she came around and picked up everybody's $15, and then she came back and she says, I just saw these new cat toys you have. I'm going to have to get one of those. So she got a cat toy for $10. So yay! I gotta love these coordinators who purchase things from you. That's awesome. And then I sold a large sea turtle for my very last large sea turtle for $30. I haven't gotten around to making sea turtles in a while, so I think I need to add that to the list. But for now, I'm not even paying attention to the list. I have other things that I am tackling. We're going to have to hold on for a minute. Okay. Whew. All right. Sorry about that. Had a little nose problem I had to take care of. All right. Let's get back to the list, shall we? Okay. And next up, I sold one possum for $15. And these two girls came in, and the best of besties, I guess. It's the best word I can come up with. Besties. They both bought one turtle. No. One eye. Boy, I need my glasses on, I tell you what. They bought one octopus apiece, and at $12 each, so $24. Next up, I sold one baby chick for $8. And that would be it. And that gives us a total of $105 for my market. But I have to say, that market, even though it is growing, it really, in my opinion, the time needs to be cut off around 2 o'clock. Because from 9 to about 1 is the busiest time. And then it just kind of tapers off to nothing by 2:30. By 2:30, it is just dead. And we're sitting there till 4. So, in my opinion, we need to change that to at least 2 o'clock. But that's just me. I'm not in charge, but we'll see. We'll see if that happens. I did talk to the coordinator, and we are going to start measuring out spaces, maybe even assigning spaces so that you'll always know this is your spot. that way we can kind of, because like hubby and I got there about, I guess it was a little after 7:30, and nobody was there yet. And it starts at 9. And so I want at least an hour, maybe even an hour and 15 minutes to set up, you know, and be prepared, because I don't move as fast as I used to. So, anyway, we got there really early. Nobody was there. And, of course, without anybody there and already set up, we weren't really quite sure where to set up. And so we had to wait till somebody got there, which of course annoyed the crap out of hubby. Hubby was like done. He wanted to go home, right? he was in a mood. So yeah, it's something that we talked about. We talked about a lot spaces, assigned spaces. We also talked about the cost being raised a little bit later on, maybe next year around this time, raising the price so that it can cover her expenses for buying banners and the electricity, you know, just other things that they are having to deal with, trying to get the word out, you know, the flyers and the banners and of course, the electricity for the waving man that they purchased. You know, it's just stuff like that, you know. And, well, of course, we don't want her to be feeling like she's putting out all the money and not getting anything back from it. You know, we don't want to do that to her. So, anyway, we had a really good chat about the future of the event. I did, on the other hand, also talk to her about, you know, I really need to focus a lot better this year about where I am setting up, because I had an awful lot of events this year that didn't hardly yield anything, you know. And this happens to be one of those events that I'm lucky if I come out of it with $100 like I did this week. You know, I think the most I've made there is $155. So it is growing, and it is being more recognized as a regular market, but it's still not gaining the traction that my pocket needs. So, yeah, this year's been rough. A lot of markets that I didn't even give me $200, you know. And I have so far this year done 29 markets. And I had a lot of these markets that I had listed canceled because we had rain. It seemed like we had rain 10 times this year. It's not quite been that many times, but it's been 6 times this year we had rain on a Saturday. Alright, well, we got 5 markets left. Yay, we're almost there. 5 markets left. Next one is at the same location, and it's from 10 to 7, which again, I don't know why they stay open so late, because last year and the year before, by 5 o'clock, everybody's done left and gone home. You know, everybody's gone home for supper, you know. So, I don't know. we'll have to wait and see. Hubby's not looking forward to these 7 o'clock. Because out of the 5 that I have scheduled, 3 of them are until 7 o'clock in the evening. And he is not happy. Not happy. So, you will just have to wait and see how he'll get over it. Will he get over it? Surely he will. Either that or he'll throw a big old hissy fit. And I'll be laughing the whole way. Because every time this man throws a fit, my brain goes, I'm holding my hook. My brain goes to this little boy stomping his feet, you know. My brain just doesn't process his anger very well. It just cracks me up so bad. Anyway. So, yeah, $105 in my pocket. I'm not disappointed. I'm kind of pretty happy about it. I mean, for that market, that's fairly good. So, I took it. Which I did. I took it. What can you do? Complain? Nah. Too much energy to complain. Oh, I am looking forward to the next market. Next market is the Maker's Fair. And the very next day is another market at the downtown park. They're going to have the Christmas tree lighting. So, yeah, from 4 to 7. Poor hubby. Alright, well, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and maybe having some laughs with me. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.